Angry here, and today this is a channel update. The patron spoke up, and I really had no other choice but to listen. Special thanks to these patrons, and very special thanks to these patrons: Sharky, GNU, Mickey Turner, AWOL201, B Bax, Brian A. Pierre, Jamartel, David Herrera, Dead Lust, F8 Crusader, Gabriel Prince, Goo Monster, Hansky, Iceberg 88, John Charles Clark Jr., Joseph Coy, Pio Americana, Scott Venman, Thomas Danielle, Timothy Bruce, Leoiza, and David Strong. You guys are awesome, and thank you for your continued support. So, this is a channel update for you guys. The patron spoke up. So you may have noticed by now that the name of the channel has already been changed to Band of Brothers. The name is the name was actually thought of by Mickey Turner. This actually happened a little while back, maybe a month or two ago, and this is what it has been changed to. After everything that actually happened in that other community, the patrons, a lot of them basically reached out to me and said they wanted me to focus entirely on wealth building and crypto, and they didn't want to hear any more about MGTOW. I'm very, very serious. Very serious. And, people, I remember seeing people saying things like, oh, those, Angry is just making up a bunch of names of people who don't exist, and his patron list has to be fake. Well, no, these are all very real people who pledge very real money. But they also do have a big say. They have the largest say in the content that I make. And many of these guys have pretty much moved on and gone their own way, in the sense that they're just focused on getting their money. And they asked me to take a step back. I actually created a poll yesterday, and basically it was along the lines of what should I do? And it was basically just continue working hard, working on crypto, working on wealth development tips, working on helping the patrons and those who want to learn how to make money. And basically, Mickey explained that the best thing going forward from his point of view would be to use this channel to help men to build their wealth, build their finances, but also still focusing on helping men. Okay? So the name Band of Brothers came from Mickey Turner. There were others who, again, they wanted more crypto stuff and more wealth, so that's what we're doing. And then there's the other aspect where they just don't want me really discussing anything MGTOW related. So there that is. That's the reason why the other videos have been removed, because they basically didn't want them on the channel anymore. I've also been requested not to speak off certain, basically people from that community anymore, and just completely move beyond the rivalries and the scrimmage and step away from it. And that's pretty much that right now. I mean, that's really what happened. That is really what happened. So the channel will be used to basically help the patrons, to help those who want to learn about self-development in terms of building their wealth, cryptocurrency. I'll be focusing just videos entirely on those subjects. And also I'll be working to help promote content from other patrons. So we have lots of patrons. We have people like Nature Monk who do photography, and also they do coaching. And we've got Mickey Turner, who's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to taxation and just so many other things. We've got Sharky, who has knowledge in fiat currency trading. So we're going to focus on helping these guys to not only increase their wealth, but also promoting what they're doing as well. And also Mickey recommended that I build a an academy for the brothers so that they can uh, basically teach on the academy, just like how I have Crypto Money Academy where I'm teaching crypto courses. He suggested that I put together an academy for the patron for people who want to do this, the patrons and those who want to contribute their skills and basically do that and offer it to the community. So men helping men help men teaching men. So that's the entire focus at this point. That's what's going on. So, there's again, I know there's going to be people who are going to be ranting and raving and still very upset. And I've seen a lot of the messages on the channel, but I can't really, my hands are tied. I can't really argue with you with the trolls anymore. And the patrons have basically requested that I don't. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. I'm being so honest. I'm being so super honest right now that like this is where I'm at. So that's it. So yeah, you guys will be getting regular content. I'll be doing regular podcast again. There'll be a podcast on Tuesdays and a regular podcast on Thursdays, and then you may also get bonus podcast in between those. That's what I'm doing. That's how it's going right now. And I mean, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I mean, I can't really ask for much more, and I can't really say much more than that. I'm doing the very best I can, and it's funny because you'd like to it gets very easy to spend your time just arguing and trying to explain, but at the end of the day, yeah, you know that's how it is. So for example, you're seeing my screen right now, and this is my patron section. As you guys can see, this is how the patrons basically said I should respond to people who are to the circumstance in the channel. And there, most people said ignore them, then they said ban them, and only one person said argue back. Okay. And there were actually a lot of comments here from the patrons, just basically saying how it should be handled. And yeah, they just, for example, they just want, he said, Neophyte says, they just want to distract you and take you off your game. The best response is to stay on your game. If not, elevate it. Show them that they think the water is on top of your fire is truly gasoline. So yeah, that's just an example of the responses from the patrons. They're not in they're not in the they don't want to hear anything more about MGTOW. They want to get their money. They want to get their money, and I'm doing what they're requesting because that's how it is. So that's the channel update for you. You'll be getting regular videos on wealth building, crypto, content creation, and I'll be putting out content to help benefit men and improve the lives of men and grow their wealth and their happiness. That's where it's at right now. In terms of all the infighting, the arguments, and everything, I'm basically done with it. I'm sure people, I'm still getting the nonsense, the trolls. It's what it is. But for the most part, I'm not going to be responding to too much of it, if any of it at all. I'm just going to be putting out content on self-development, wealth building, cryptocurrency, just as the patrons have requested, and taking a step backwards. I will announce more details on the website and how people can put together their own courses on the website and monetize that. That's pretty much it. Just go out there and get your money. So hope that explains a couple of things. I feel like there's some people who are downvoting it. That's really it, though. That's really, really it. I can't fight with you anymore. Love God, get money, and shares.